back. Welcome back. Close but way
Testing.
up.
Welcome back.
Oh, who even knows what episode it is?
I think it's 22.
21, I think. Anyways.
Savage.
What were you saying? 21.
Thank you for joining us on Close but way up.
21.
One day we won't even friggin'. Look at I'm getting veins, varicose in my friggin' neck. Do you get that?
That's what you get for getting off-brand Yeezy style ones. That's God
You think
telling
these
you to
give me
save
varicose
up.
veins?
Save up. When you see those
Christmas.
on big tits, it's like, I still like the tits, but
You
very
know what's
veiny,
weird?
giant like boobs.
Oh,
on
the
like,
varicose. I thought you were talking about the fake Yeezys. Like when you see a pair of fake Yeezys on a set of big titties, I like that.
God. That
Deep.
nothing gets me off more than that.
The river runs deep to it.
Yeah.
I forget when I was...
Anti-Semitism and titties, buddy.
Yes.
Nothing goes together like that.
Dude,
they
so
pair like white wine and fish.
There are a Yeezys dropped on Confirmed app. Well, let me go back.
Yeah, please.
Adidas rolled out a bunch of Yeezys. They're like, we're never gonna make these again.
Cutting ties.
Some of the proceeds are gonna go to like racism and making people feel good.
And most of them to us.
And most of them here at Adidas. And I got 2 pairs because if Kanye dies and people wear them and then there's just like a few pairs left.
Oh, so you got them as like a
it's like a luxury good investment.
Gotcha. All right.
But
Are you keeping them like dead stock? Like not
I'm just
putting
not
them
even
on?
wearing them.
That's
Yeah,
the move. That's
because
smart.
the thing is, they're fucking the coolest shoes I've ever seen in my life.
Yo, put them up. What's the names?
I will be honest. I got Yeezy 450s,
Ooh.
and I've put them on in my house.
You wore them? You've ruined it.
How much were they?
These I think
Were they-
were $260 or $2. They just gave them to you for retail.
These?
Yeah, these are so crazy. I got
I
actually
bet you they're very comfortable. They look like they're optimized
Honestly,
for it. They look ugly as
the
fuck.
one in the
though.
white there, the gray ones there. Honestly, they're not though. When you see them like live on the foot,
Yeah.
you're like, these are the most
Let's see. That one on the
futuristic,
front.
beautiful things I've ever seen in my
How
life.
do they feel?
Oh, they're incredible.
Yeah?
Because all of the Yeezys, except for like 2 or 3 pairs, have the boost in them, like Adidas Boost technology.
Yeah.
And it's fucking comfortable.
What's
and,
the other pair?
And then I got the Adidas Yeezy
You look like
350.
these look like Mars NASA equipped fucking like
crazy.
They give you they delete gravity or some shit. Look at them, man. Ooh.
Ooh, I know they're nice.
Ooh.
So 350
I love that color.
V2, I think I got them in static. V2 Boost. Those guys.
Yeah, these have been popular for years. These are the ones.
Dude, so
Yeezy
what you had to
350s.
do was you went on the app.
How
so
much do these go for?
these were also 280, I think 310.
Okay, I thought these were always like 500.
They're zebra. They are though. Like back just before he did all this shit, you'd have to go on like StockX and grab them, and they're hard to get because Adidas doesn't release a lot. And
Yeah.
It's annoying. So this is just like, hey, here's this app. We have Adidas where you can buy normal retail Adidas, and then they have Confirmed, which is like their sneaker shit collabs. You go on there and you could enter a queue to win to buy a pair, and if you won, they just charge your card and shipped you the shoes.
Okay.
So I won 2. I entered a few draws. Like you type in the Yeezy Wave Runner, the Yeezy 700 Wave Runner. The first one that comes up is probably going to be like.
I love a shoe name with numbers in it.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, it's awesome.
Yeezy 700.
So see that color right there? I tried to win this one. This one already retails.
This I've seen someone wearing.
So
They're
look
so
at it.
big.
Look at it. But they're comfortable as fuck.
500.
$534.
Yeah.
They were going to sell them to you for fucking $350.
Nice.
So you're already making money.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of people on Reddit. This is how deep I went. There's a Reddit Yeezy group, and they're literally like a bunch of people that are like, wear your Yeezys. So all these people are wearing them, and I'm looking at what they're saying, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is good. I'll never wear these. I'll keep the tags on them. If people wear the shit out of them, even if they release them and people wear them because they think they're more commoditized, down the road, if he ever fucking passes away or never does another shoe, like there's a lot of Yeezys out. I think there's over 250 pairs of different shoes.
Oh, they made that many.
Oh, it's crazy.
Whoa, how long
man.
was their collab? Like a decade?
Look it up how many different ones there are.
That's wild.
It's been a long time.
I
man.
never paid attention to them. Just the 350s. Everyone wore. I thought those were the only Yeezys. I swear to God.
You know that there are Nike Yeezys as well, right?
That it was originally Nike. Then he switched over to Adidas.
Yeah,
right?
and then they just were like, we don't
What are
like your
these?
brand. Yeah, these are the knit runners.
Are these? Yeah. Like okay.
He's got all these, but I'm telling you,
I get it.
You
No, I
see
get it.
and then you
Yeah.
put it on, you're like, I get it. It's one of those things like I
236
get it
pairs.
later.
Yeah, buddy. The fucking the military green ones I have. Oniza, whatever the fuck they're called.
Oswego.
Yeah, those are like, are Kanye involved or not?
No,
really?
they just so what they
kind
said
of
is
took that whole style of a big shoe. A lot happens behind the heel.
Yeah.
Nowadays, a lot happens behind the
a
heel.
lot happens behind the
But those are my favorite shoes by far. At the beginning, I was like, oh, okay, they're like fire sell because Adidas was just, I don't know what was going on with Adidas.
Those ones go up right here, down a little bit.
Like
The
you got
Yeezy 380s,
Yeah.
those look like crap on the side, but you look on the front, you're like, damn. And then people talk about them like they're the most comfortable shoes they've ever worn. You're like, shit. You put some of them on, you're like, this is a different shoe.
I know.
Technology.
I get it. Yeah. I actually get it. Like ever since I put those on, and those were like $100 at.
So
actually, you were with me, right?
I was. So they came out and they said we were not taking his like styles or his like.
We're not doing it. Yeah, they're all just.
But I definitely think that they
are
incorporated.
Well, the entire trend of shoes have shifted in this direction.
Yeah.
Everyone is making a big weird alien shoe now.
Yeah.
Everyone's got big weird alien shoes. That's the time of it. And he was the first guy. I remember even before I saw them on the streets, he'd be like, and when he's wearing now in Italy with this chick getting blowjobs and fucking, I love how,
What a powerful
how
man.
slow of a fucking news day it is when I've just been seeing this article like 3 weeks.
4 times.
Kanye officially banned from all boats in Venice. Like, oh my God, leave it alone. And it's the same photo of her looking up like innocent as fuck. He's like, stick your head up just for the shot. Go back down. That chick looks like she's just hostage in the fame game.
Every picture she's in.
She's always walking behind him in like some like looking like a fucking cone head or some shit.
These aren't.
Those black ones.
These aren't all chunky,
The 350 V2 core. That's
Oh, those are nice. Yeah.
that to me is a Yeezy. That's I thought the only Yeezys that existed.
So the ones beside over here, these 700s, don't have boost in them, and everyone says they're not as comfortable.
That's
but
why
they're
look
nice.
270. Yeah, you're clearly getting a price cut.
You're
'cause
getting a
they got
price
no
cut,
boost.
and nobody likes the comfort, but they're all like they're nice. But some of them aren't chunky. Like the 450 hugs your foot like a pro athlete's sock, like a compression sock or some shit. It's crazy.
The 350.
That's the Nike Yeezy 1 or 2. Sorry.
Oh, that's with Nike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly 52,000.
Dude,
that
you
what
want to
it
know
is?
the crazy shoe? The crazy shoe, I think. Type in a different tab here. The Nike
52 grand. You
Mag.
can get a 335 for that. God damn. With only like 70,000 kilometers.
The Nike Mag.
Actually, way
Type that in.
fucking
That's
less.
the Back to the Future shoe. That is $100,000.
What's it called? Nike Mag.
Mag. Yeah, it should just come up. Yeah, those shoes right there.
Yeah, these fucking boots.
He puts them on in Back to the Future. They're like
This is literally,
$106,000.
these are the shoes that, what's his name, to Infinity and Beyond guy. Like Buzz Lightyear, these are Buzz Lightyear shoes. Exact color code and everything. too.
Yeah, man. But they're legitimately, Michael J. Fox wore those.
And it stopped his Parkinson's?
Yeah, I mean, they tried.
Whatever the fuck.
They really tried.
He was-
If any shoe could,
it
would probably
activated
be
his
this.
core and he stopped shaking. If you look up, you know what? I'm not even a big shoe guy, sneakerhead, but I've always liked the Jordan 1s off-white.
Let's check this out. Oh, Off-White makes your shoes expensive as shit.
Yeah, it's like the Brabus of fucking
Brabus.
Brabus. The
Yeah,
motherfucking
these are nice. These are nice.
the off-white Jordan.
Do you
1.
like that orange tag they add to them?
They're doing some like Jean-Michel Basquiat type shit to it, where it's like
15K.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
crazy.
King, and it's like graffitis on it and shit.
But the Off-White guy is, he passed away, I think. Virgil.
oh, Virgil was the off-white.
Correct.
Oh, that's
He was,
why.
I think, one of the collaborators. It's not just one person.
That's why they're all like, yeah, rest in peace. V.
Unless it is just one guy because he was a dope black guy. And they're like, no. When it's one black guy, we say it's most people. It's a
Yeah.
bunch of people. It's a collaboration.
A bunch of artists were like, rest in peace, Virgil.
Because the
Don't-
white dude who
don't
signs the
spill no
check, he's like, I want
shit on my
credit.
love you.
Say it's a collab. Those are the most famous ones. Go up, those blue ones. Up a
Yeah,
little
I
bit
saw
more.
a guy at
Kevin
Hale.
Hart. Yeah, Kevin Hart wears those.
I saw a guy at Hale. Yeah, with the fucking like Velcro or zip
Orange
tie,
shit
whatever the hell
coming
it is.
out, yeah.
Yeah, this exact one. He
Yep.
was in, I'm like, damn. Especially that black font on them, that like military dog tag font.
See, but these are
It
things
just
like you
looked
didn't wear these
expensive as
things
shit.
like. Or I
But
think
it's
you wear
really
them
high.
one time, or like okay, for us example, I think with comedians, it's actually kind of interesting because
These are like filming your special shoes.
yeah, exactly. Like this is actually the kind of thing you can use as a comic.
I would never in a million years. You'd see me in Yeezys way before.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
Jordan 1s until I put them on. You ever put on a Jordan 1? It's
No.
like a fucking
No.
buddy. Like
No
for someone
bueno.
who's prone to like foot sweat, I'm like, yo, this is I'm sweating immediately. No
But look at how
ventilation.
cool they
a
look.
prison for your feet. And I'm talking about just Jordan 1s. These off-white ones are like an inch higher in the back.
Oh my God.
They go up to like here, bro.
Do they support though?
I never even put them on. They don't let people like me put these on.
Yeah,
bro.
they don't. They won't let you try this on in store.
Can I just put? I brought fresh socks.
See, Theo Vaughn was wearing Yeezys on his. I was checking out the. I'm sweating in this beast.
Yeah, I try to put a fan on for you, Playboy.
I like that. So Theo Vaughn was wearing Yeezys.
I had a nice connection moment there. Let's let that.
I would probably. That was as most as I would go. I wouldn't get like crazy shirt.
No. In my mind, I'm always, and then not always, but in my mind, I'm thinking all black.
Yeah, all black everything.
I have a great name for my next thing.
Lay
My
it
next
on us,
album.
brother.
Almost don't even want to say it just because
Oh
it's
my
so
God.
simple.
That's
I'll
how-
tell
that's
you
how
off
good.
air.
Oh, wow.
Because it's so like, oh, I'll take that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One of those ones.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'll take that. It's a great.
That's the name.
Imagine that was it. I was thinking that shit too. Is it,
I'll
take that.
Yeah, yeah. There's 7 people releasing them in 3 weeks. YouTube specials. I'll take that. No, it's a great name, and it kind of
What gave you the inspiration? Let's go there.
We're playing 20
because I
questions
say it. I say it in.
Arabic?
I say it in what's it called? My act, and I say it in real life.
A lot.
And it implies humor and it implies curiosity. It's just like
It's one word?
no, it's 3 words.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 words is nice.
I'll take that.
I'll take that. Yeah, you always trying to think of like what you would title something. I wonder if rap artists do the same.
I'm sure they do, man. I'm sure they do.
Lil Wayne's like they're all going to be called the Carter.
Yeah. The Carter 7 due to release in 2 weeks. That's
like
when you
that
got a
about
great
it.
name. Fuck it. I mean, iPhone. They don't even
Yeah.
play the game anymore. All right.
I feel like somebody wants to introduce a new. They did that with X, and then they're like, "Nah, go back to the
Are they going back to Twitter?
Twitter." What?
The X. Twitter went to X.
Well, no,
not
it's
going
still
back.
called Twitter.
I thought it was called. On my thing is called X. I don't see Twitter anywhere anymore. Everyone calls it Twitter.
It is
maybe, but, like,
Twitter.com still, I think, though.
Canada, or I don't know if it was just me, but I missed the boat on Twitter a long time ago. Like
Oh,
I have
God,
an account and everything, but I remember at one point being like, oh shit, I should tweet. Like right at the final wave of people still tweet and I should tweet. Like regular. And then I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm like thinking of like a clever series of words because I'm like, man, the more impactful it is with less words, the more the spreadability. I don't know what the fuck I was going for. Fuck Twitter. Fuck all these things.
Yeah, Twitter is hard, man. I never understood it.
One guy, I was talking to one comedian out there in the UK, comedian Joe White. He's a Ethiopian guy by way of Australia, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I check your shit. You're right. Your shit's proper. This blah 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 blah." But he's guys, but you Facebook, you gotta fucking your Facebook looks like shit. You gotta. I know guys who they couldn't even book because their Facebook didn't look like whatever the. I know the accent's switching all over the place, but the point
Yeah,
is,
you're rapping the UK rap
Yeah,
tracks right
yeah.
now. We're just letting you have it.
the point is, he's like, yeah, fix your Facebook, and I'm like, I don't even understand Facebook anymore.
He
When I
probably frustrated you a little bit because you only have so many. However many fingers you got on one hand, that's how many platforms you want to be dealing with at any one time.
Buddy, I'm like, yo. He's like, yeah, you gotta be. He's like, you gotta adopt them all right away, and I'm like, I get it. I'll lock my name in. blah, blah, blah.
2023. He's like, you got to adopt them all right away.
But I'm like,
Get the hell out
when
of
I
here.
turn Facebook on, I immediately get anxiety. Just the fucking landing page.
They're all the same.
Dashboard.
You used Facebook back in the day, or you
Yeah.
were just never on Facebook to begin with?
No, I used the immigrant section. I plugged it on Facebook. I've been pushing shows on Facebook, but I don't like when I do a post. I don't. It used to auto sync, but once Meta World thing started to
Meta
all try to
Business
connect it, now it won't even let me connect it to. There's always an error.
You know what I got a problem with, Mr. Zuckerberg? If you friggin' boost a post on Instagram, you can't post it or like share it or boost it on Facebook or share it to Facebook. Like there's limitations.
Yeah,
It just make it more fluid. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
advantage to them being owned by this little nerdy dude.
yeah, and it's like, oh,
I'll
you want
fight
to
him.
run it here? Go through Facebook Ad Manager. And you're like, oh fuck, now I'm on this fucking.
Yo,
thing.
if for some reason there was a scenario where like this podcast we got to fight Mark Zuckerberg and I'm first and it looks like I'm winning a little bit, but then I start losing, would you come in and kick his ass?
for you, buddy.
No, you're scared of him, or you just want to defend me?
This guy's been training jiu-jitsu. I don't think you could take him, to be honest.
I don't know. I'm not saying I could. I'm just saying if I start fighting him and it looks like I'm going to win and then I start losing,
I think you just.
It's a one-on-one honorable fight of fucking. I guess you're a nobody, so it's like.
Well, to him.
Yeah, I mean,
He's not in my house.
he's like not to my mom.
Yeah, not to my parents.
Not
To my incredible wife.
Once it got to the point where he's stomping on your head, I'd come in.
All right, that's
like,
enough.
hey, dog, he's done, man. He's done.
Yeah, he's done. That's when you would come. Wow. I would.
If there's a moment for
I
you
would
to
try to
turn
get
around,
in way sooner than that. If you were
well,
dying,
then we're jumping.
Dude, we've
I thought
also
it was
got
one-on-one, man on man.
We also both canceled our jiu-jitsu subscriptions, so we would at least get to month 3 of whatever the fight is.
Buddy, jiu-jitsu has lingered in my life. I canceled that shit 5 months ago, and every month I have to go on to my RBC and dispute the charge because they don't stop charging me.
A boss sees me in a
I gotta
fucking
write it in
ankle
there.
lock. He starts fucking seizing in the corner.
They put me in a contract lock. They put jiu-jitsu
So-
in the legal jargon.
RBC, I remember, man,
fuckers.
you were making this call when we were on the tour in Vancouver.
About what?
This fucking...
Yeah, so now
issue.
they're like, yeah, you just got to go in every. I just did it right before you guys came. They charge you 2 bills every month, and I'm like, yo, I don't go there anymore. And they told
RBC's
me,
just like, okay, just submit this. Like you work
yeah,
for
it's
us
a long
now?
dispute thing. You do it, and then they refund it.
Jesus.
So I got 3 left because they got me on a 1 year in January. So it's
Wow.
like, fuck it, fuck them. But
It would have been incredible if you signed a multiple year agreement.
no, fuck that. I would never, not unless it's a phone thing or like a car.
Have you ever seen any of these guys on the street?
Who
These
jiu-jitsu people?
guys? Yeah.
You would never be
Like
able to
walking
tell.
with a great. That's the thing about jiu-jitsu. It could be any accountant guy with a great confidence they've never known.
I thought you were gonna say a Great Dane. I'm like, yeah, that's a jujitsu.
That's a
guy's dog.
jiu-jitsu guy. Big dog, guy
Yeah.
with a big dog, jiu-jitsu.
I love dogs, but like Great Danes, who the hell?
People that are into horses but not the inconvenience of one.
Yeah, when you get a fantasy of riding a dog.
By the way, I didn't know how horses are apparently nightmares. There was these girls that were audience in Fringe who explained to us that she's a veterinarian.
Okay.
Horses are like the worst animal, pretty
In
much.
terms of what?
In terms of they're just bred for the beauty and
First of all, how dare you?
yeah, I know. This all came like so many things I learned. First
So
of all,
disrespectful, the majestic beast.
like a horse, when they break their shit, they can't heal. They can't live without that. Like when
and that makes them a piece of shit.
so they gotta go. They're just not an animal that can. It's like a pug. They're not supposed to be. You understand? And then another girl who was with her, one of her other girls. It was so funny. After every 3 points of why horses suck, like from like a biological standpoint, her main girl comes. Not donkeys though. Donkeys are great. She was like the donkey PR
so wait a
person.
second. Is it just that
Donkeys
because
are elite animals.
Donkeys,
horses
utility
just
to the
don't
max.
heal? Like they just can't heal?
A horse can't like support themselves on 3 legs long enough for that leg to heal. So they just gotta go.
Jesus.
They just gotta go. They just gotta kill them. They're expensive as fuck to maintain.
High ankle sprain, the horse is cooked?
And I'm like, so I bet horse insurance is a nightmare. She's like, it's a nightmare. Horse insurance?
Why does it even exist?
Because your
What are
horse
you
is
getting
gonna
out of
get
it,
fucked.
insurance companies?
Buddy, getting cash on that horse that fucking is like living long.
Well, it
that
doesn't
stud
seem to
horse.
be the horse's fault. I thought she meant like their attitude, like they were coming into work every day just.
No. Like their existence in like the spectrum of evolution, they
It's
should
just-
not be.
It's too much.
The humans got involved. Like,
I don't
yo.
know. I'm enjoying you should not be a lot today.
Yeah.
Why should it not be? Is it that they are too strong? Too powerful?
I guess, yeah, I don't know. You're thinking of Exodia, right?
Yeah, how many animals are there that we could just ride?
Donkey.
Elephant we can
Elephant.
ride. Donkey.
Zebra can't be.
You can't. I can't ride.
Can't
it.
be tamed.
Camels.
Wait a second. Can we go back
Camels?
here? Can we go back a minute? Donkey.
Donkey?
I can't ride a donkey.
Yes,
can
you
I?
can.
How big?
Donkey's not that big, but it's like fucking strong and goes slow. I've walked a
Yeah.
fucking donkey.
And
Giant
Really?
wieners.
Yeah,
Giant
they'll
cocks.
take you up a mountain. Yeah,
I remember I was in Sudan.
On your back.
on their back.
Really?
They're not-
Donkeys
not on
don't
your
just
back.
donkeys don't just. We're not moving past donkey cock until we
Okay.
give it the appreciation.
Do they
of
drag?
time.
Do they drag on the?
No, but it's close. It's got good like muscle in it. I remember me and my brother. He just pointed to
Muscle
one
dick.
donkey. It was just standing perfectly still, and the donkey's wiener, at least 16 inches,
Wow.
right? And like just swinging back and forth like this, gah gah gah, and the donkey's just standing like not moving. He's just flexing his wiener, just getting it ready. I'm like, damn, that's strong.
That's
donkey
really
cock.
just
that's donkey cock.
That's just
right
because proportions don't make sense.
For donkeys?
Well, no, in like think about
In
it.
animal world?
Like an animal world, you need a friggin' elephant tower.
Do you see the elephant cock?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You need
it's,
it.
It's like actually half the size of the...
You know how much
they're like,
blood is getting pumped to that fucking cock?
that's why the ears are so thin.
Jesus.
They're like wings, man. It's like, Jesus, man. Calm down a little bit. Let some blood back in those bitches, huh? Here's some
Why aren't we
shit.
drinking more of the old goat's milk? Like if the donkey, why don't we drink donkey milk? What is it? What comes out of a donkey?
Not milk, dog. You're thinking of nut.
Dude, if we can milk it,
Like,
if we can milk
milk.
nuts,
I don't want that kind of milk.
if I can milk a
milk
nut,
a
dude, I
donkey.
can milk a friggin'
Can
donkey.
you milk a horse? No, not the type of milk you're thinking. Or maybe exactly the type of milk you're thinking. I don't
Why
know.
do we, do they eat the horse meat if it break a leg?
I imagine they do. It's so much meat.
That's an obscene amount of meat.
Yeah.
Is it good?
I don't think it's good. I
Too
think
bad
someone had
we
horse,
haven't
anyway.
adopted horse steak.
A friend of mine had horse. And he said
Like a steak, a nice
it
ribeye?
was not... I don't know what the cut was. I forgot to ask.
Yeah, I should ask that.
It's like, what are we talking here?
Because I've had
Tenderloin?
horse tartare before.
Ooh.
But like that just feels like a way to charge me more. Like I don't know, it's actually a horse. Come on.
Yeah.
What am I?
I got buffalo.
Oh, it tastes like
what did
glue.
we get in Tofino? Venison?
Venison.
Is that what it was?
We got marrow and venison.
How dead was it? That it was like The Shining. Remember?
Dude, I
remember that?
got a fucking bone marrow soup cooking right now.
Yeah, bone broth. My homie's unemployed as fuck. He's got
Dude, I'm trying to
6
heal
bone
some
broth.
ailments.
He's got 6 bone broths going out.
Kobe
once.
Bean Bryant. I'm trying to heal some
Just
ailments.
multiple pots. You're like, that one's got coriander. That one's got parsley.
Oh, you know what? Rosemary's not a bad
You've
idea.
got like a fucking like notebook and shit. Like, ooh, dill. Not.
You believe in this? Do you drink that?
Bone broth is great. I
drink
didn't even
it?
know about it until I saw you make it that one time.
Jesus.
And then I made it one time and it was great.
Yeah,
And then I gave the dog the bones after. It was
You should drink more of it.
amazing.
Dude. You get your hair back.
Yeah? That's all I'm missing? I
Yeah.
just go to the doctor. You haven't heard about bone broth? Quickly run to a butcher immediately.
He just got a cream. He starts rubbing it on your head.
Oh, the rolls you're not booking.
Why
They're
your pants
like,
off?
we like them, but if we had a little bit more. Why horses suck? That's so funny.
Why your pants off, Doc?
Yeah.
Well, I like to rub this into your scalp, son.
Medicine.
Did you have a man when I was a kid? My family doctor, he was I don't know if he was Chinese or Asian. There's a difference, right?
I'll let that just sit, man.
And I would go in to visit
Hashtag
him.
stop Asian hate. Keep going.
I would go in to see him, and he always commented on how handsome I was.
Yeah?
Always to my mom, and my mom
Loved it.
so easily sold on that. She doesn't always pick up on the.
It's like, you know what? He probably doesn't have polio.
Like, you could pretty
fucking
much-
limp your leg out.
You could pretty much, short of taking me, like compliment me, me to my mother enough where there's like, oh my God, she never would. I don't think she would be like, oh, this is too much. She's like, no, he's
Should like keep going.
keep going. This is incredible. Thank you so much for this stimulating
The
conversation.
Sue's got what, 70,000? You just gotta
It's
have.
dropping,
you just gotta have
dude.
locks to die for. That's
So
it.
now
right?
that I'm doing, the hair gets me so far. Now that I'm doing the tour, I'm very adept on the population of Ontario. 64,000 in Sault Ste. Marie. It's gone down. When I was living there in the old days, it was 75,000.
God damn, what happened? The times they have changed.
They call that
the
shrinkage up
times are
north.
changing.
They call it shrinkage.
Yeah, they call it shrinkage everywhere.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's cold up there, so it adds up. Jordan receives a compliment from the doctor. I'm loving these notes, by the way.
One of
out
the
there.
issues is
Loving them.
there's just way too much land.
That's a great issue to have, to be honest.
Well, in
That
terms
makes-
of
so
like,
people have yards, they got backyards, they got fucking pools, they got like
Farmland.
sheds, they got ride-on mowers. London's got a little bit of that. Not the new subdivisions; they're all tight, 2 meters in between everybody. Some 1
but
meter.
that's what we need.
That's
man.
population density.
we
Well,
need
you can't
dense.
have that everywhere. If you have that everywhere, then
Like
you fucking,
if you start traveling an hour out of Toronto, it gets crazy.
in certain directions, 30 minutes, dude.
Holy hell.
Yeah. Just north of here, just go like a little bit to the left of like North York. You're just
Ontario is literally living on a gas station and a prayer. Like the whole place.
living on
The drop off in population from
prayer.
Toronto to fucking Ottawa, incredible. It's like 4 million less people in Ottawa. And then it just keeps going down. There are countless Ontario towns with 1,050 people.
Yeah, and
That's
I don't
like-
plan on
that's like-
seeing any of them or knowing their names.
That's
or
like
knowing anything
50
about them.
families.
Buddy, I don't fuck with those small ones anymore. I did a couple times.
No, I have a rule, a 15K cutoff.
Yeah, you want to slide that motherfucker up, brother. you
But
want to slide that
some
up
of
to
these
40.
15Ks are nice.
So, listen, rule of thumb, I don't want to be there, but there's towns we went to fucking with Jam and Edworld. We went to Bradley, New Brunswick. What was it? I think it was 9,000. The mayor was at the show. He was drunk as fuck.
That was a
Someone
good
had to
one.
drive him home.
That was a good one. Yeah.
So it's like rule of thumb, you could choose a number, but like from going all over and going to small towns, I just want to avoid small towns. You know?
I know
Especially when like you want like 100, 150 seat venue. Those are like a lot of the smaller venues. You're killing it because right now you're going to go and you're going to hit them. And then you're going to be like, okay, not that one next time, not that one next time. That one was awesome. Maybe
Most of these, actually almost all of them are major places.
Okay, then you'll be
Like
fucking
40,
Gucci.
50,000. Stratford's a little small.
Stratford's fine though. Big art scene. They love it.
Big art scene.
Yeah, between London and Kitchener.
This place might get is a 27-seater.
Yeah.
Not so big, but
But buddy, I mean, I did a month of shows at, it's all about,
you got to sprinkle a bunch in there.
yeah, it's about just because when you go back, then you get the bigger venue. And those people bring people, and it's like you're planting seeds. You're Johnny Appleseed in this bitch.
Collingwood, I'm going to Collingwood too.
Fucking right. I did Waterloo yesterday and the day before 4 shows.
Oh my God.
For a week. It was actually awesome.
Yeah.
Because, I went to school there and I'm just in front of all these engineers on their first day and I'm just like, man, I had so much fun. I'm seeing the value of Fringe now. I just saw it at
You're just now getting it.
Yeah, I get
The Fringe juices.
The Fringe was a boot camp on Crowdwork.
Yeah.
That now I'm realizing that's pretty much what it ended up being. I thought it would be a boot camp on my hour, but you have so many people coming that don't know you. Mostly 99% of people don't know you, and it's a free show, so they have no skin in the game, no vested interest, and blah blah blah. So you just got to be like in the moment, corral them, get them going before you hit them with your act. But I was just opening. It was me, Al Val, Ashwin closing. Ashwin got the thing and he just kind of brought me on, kind of like me and you and Edworld on Brock
At all week.
And just did 15 minutes off the top, like 4 shows, which is like, that's, there's some stuff there, but it was a blast, man. It was actually so much fucking fun to just look at these people and just be like, you guys are so horny. Oh my God, I feel it. Half of you have been playing cello your whole life, getting 99 averages.
Dude, Kitchener
This
to
is the
those people
first
is like going to
time.
Alabama State and they're on the call of their football team.
But Waterloo University for engineers, you guys,
dude,
you've made it to the premier of Canada,
yeah,
so to
it's
speak.
NBA.
Like, this is your MIT.
Yeah.
This is
It's
our
incredible.
MIT. So this is like, I'm like, yo, bragging rights. And I'm like,
And it's a beautiful place to be.
it's not. That's not true.
What do you mean? It's nice in Kitchener.
Let's let that slip.
What's wrong with Kitchener?
You know what? I'll admit, Waterloo has
So
really
nice.
been building up. They put a lot of money into it and they've developed really quick. Kitchener's when the
hell's
junction,
the goddamn parameter for nice place?
Most people call it Kitchener Waterloo.
What's that?
Like they have to like combine it because it's not as good. They're trying to leech off.
I know. I'm just saying, like, they're nice. Like, they're nice places to go to school.
Historically, Kitchener is not nice. Waterloo's the nice one. That's where the money is.
Yeah.
And all of the kind of like, your let's say lower middle class income type deals are in Kitchener, and it's just kind of a struggle. Some industry is not really there. The industry that supported it for a while is not really there.
Well, let me rephrase this. Waterloo, stop trying. You're never going to be
No.
You're never going to be
like
Kitchener.
that collectively, it's fine out there. I'm talking about the school for them. They're like in the zone. They're so happy.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how much I had to say because I went there. I'm like, I remember now when I got in front of them, I remember the dynamics of this res was the party res. This was like this res. So I'm just fucking messing around
And
with
did
them.
they all go to Waterloo, like Ashwin and these people, or just you?
Ashwin went to Waterloo. Al did not. I went somewhere else.
A Waterloo alum.
Yeah. So I actually had a blast and I got some fucking hilarious footage where it's like, I'm going to post it. It's like the 4 shows. I at one point, I don't tell them until like close to the end that I actually was an engineering student here. And like sometimes, and I'm like, I'm going to tell you guys something you don't want to hear.
That you just...
I'm like, I went to engineering here. And then I'm like, look at it. I take my hat off and they're like, I'm like, this is what it'll do.
That's funny.
I'm like, look at it. It was like that Seinfeld episode.
Did people talk to you about it after the engineering shit?
So much people. I had so many pictures, so many.
They were like, dude, tell me about it.
No, not even that.
Tell
Like,
me
oh,
about
I love,
engineering.
yo, your shit. Do you ever come back out here? It wasn't even like, yo, so you did this shit? Like, and half of them thought I was kidding. Like I
Didn't even think you were actually an engineer.
Well, I don't have my ring anymore, and it's like, You know?
Is it because it was giving you problems there?
Remember, it was like I was getting too fat for it. It's just my finger was
No
getting purple.
shit.
Yeah, my finger was
What
getting purple.
not? You don't believe in resizing or what?
Actually, someone just told me that yesterday. No, what do I mean? I'm
You
not,
don't know. You don't know stuff. Eh?
I don't.
This guy's jeans ripped the other day. I was like, you can just fix them. He's like, what?
I didn't know you could resize rings.
What are you talking about?
That's not common knowledge, is it?
Of course it is.
No. You can't resize an engineering ring. You're thinking of like
You
a
can
ring.
resize any ring, guy.
You're thinking of a
Actually,
ring.
you can't, you can't.
Yeah, you're thinking this is a solid piece, round in stainless steel.
you can resize
They would
that.
cut it and have to weld something into this bitch.
What do you think? Jewelers aren't capable?
That's not. This thing is $20. No one's resizing this bitch. They're just
You
gonna
can.
give you.
No, you totally can if
They're
you
just
really
gonna
want
give
to.
you the fucking
This
seven.
is just your immigrant shit kicking in. You're like disbelieving in the process, but like
No, I
literally-
resized her ring. We resized her ring, but
So he knows.
a diamond sits on top, and the gold goes like this. You take that off, and you adjust this as needed.
Yeah.
But when it is a solid piece,
Look
of
into it for
forms-
God's sakes.
Beam us up, Scotty.
Christ. Go ask
Beam
a
us
jeweler.
up.
Make a friend for the life. For the life of you. Resizing a homosexual engineering ring. Type that in. They got those? Oh, it's just pictures of black penises. This is weird. Oh, look at this. They got a whole
It's his history.
website dedicated. That's kind of funny if they did have a website.
It's like a fucking
engineering. Engineers have weighed in on this problem.
What kind of ring is it?
How can you not sure how to get your stainless steel? Taking it to the front jeweler. Where can I get my iron
interesting.
thing resized? Let's go. They
A
call.
lot of people looking into this. A lot of people outgrowing these rings, eh?
To get it replaced. You don't get them resized.
Ah.
Ooh, another one bites the dust. Don't underestimate that.
Well,
Did
dude,
you
my-
go to Waterloo?
Dude, my education was
you were in
like
the north,
10
just
grand.
fucking-
Yours
yeah.
was like 100 grand.
I'm on 60.
That's too much.
Yeah, I know. But I paid it off myself, baby. No interest on that bitch.
Speaking of no interest, we did a show the other day, and this crowd was the craziest crowd ever. All the people that were on, it was at the corner.
Yeah,
and
is
they
the one
were
with a portal.
yeah,
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "This is crazy."
Yeah.
they were reacting shit like, "Whoa!" Like they were literally like a wrestling audience.
Oh, like World Star, like someone got dunked on.
But then Oporto came back after I said, and he's like, they're laughing at everything that's not funny, and then you tell a joke, and they're like, out to lunch. And he was right. Everybody would go and do a bit, and they would kind of like whatever. But as soon as you started just talking to them a little bit, 8 people in the back. There was a 4 group that was big into the O, and then these people came late, sat right behind them. They were just as big into it. Like, whoa! Ah! It was literally
That is
crazy.
That's the Fringe in a nutshell.
That's
You
not what
do a
want.
bit, lost.
Yeah.
This guy, nice shirt. What are you, fucking bowling champion?
Yeah. People lose their minds.
This guy's shirt. Yeah, this guy. Like, I know he swings. Like, fucking great jokes you have honed for 4 years. Nothing. You know what I mean?
I will say, I said this in Vancouver in the hotel room with that fucking weird key. Remember the keys they gave us to that place?
I cannot recall the events in question. I'm ready to go to court. Yeah. What'd you say?
So deep in it. Remember that place we went? It was like a 2-star hotel in Vancouver. It was right next to that Rick Bronson's.
Which 2-star? We've been to so many. Rick Bronson.
Rick Bronson's House of Comedy
What
was right
city?
there.
What city?
Vancouver, it said.
So we stayed at the Mountain, and we
didn't stay at the
we
Mountain.
performed at the Mountain.
Correct.
We were
We stayed at that place right by the water there. We went for a little walk.
right by the water. I literally can't remember it.
Jesus.
A 2-star. I'm thinking where fucking David Kopp put
They
us up
gave
in
us a
Kelowna.
real key, remember? And we
I
were-
remember a real key.
Yeah. We were like, what the hell? How are you guys operating?
And one. It was like one.
They're operating their whole business on this goddamn
Cannot
key.
lose this motherfucker.
In that fucking hotel room, I said, yo, comedy's changing. It's crowd work, man.
Oh, is that like the Matt Rife conversation?
Well, I was saying, look at the way all the clips are. And then if you think of what you just said at Fringe, all these people come to Fringe, they watch content, they look at all the Instagram. Like, I get what you're saying, but like, there was a time when you would go to that shit and jokes were fucking
I know,
slippity
but
slapping.
jokes are still better. I don't care what you say as far as like.
But I think they have more, and
I
it's just
am
an opinion,
honing
more
an
time and a place now.
hit him with the crowd work. That's the
gotta
fun
hit
thing.
him.
Hit him with that off
can
the
hit
top.
him.
And crowd work is that tool. You hit him with it off the top. You get everybody there. Get the energy right. Hit him with your opener, or maybe even do a little crowd work after your opener. And then go back to it whenever the energy needs it. You know what I mean? You use it as your discretion. It's like a fucking tool, right?
But there was a period of time in comedy where that wasn't even a thought.
No, and then Schultz kept in the crowd work specials. Crowd work is like a thing to post because now the posting game is daily, and we can't post our bits, our fucking evergreen bits on a daily posting regimen, right? So you got to post crowd work. But all of the pieces of content that I have made that have like just been reverberating out there on the internet and getting eyes towards me for like a long time, constantly like paying dividends till this day, always bits. Never a piece of crowd work.
There is a few pieces
Always
of
been bits.
content on TikTok. There's literally one creator. His whole thing, every content that he posts is heckler does something. But if you watch enough of them, you can tell that he like is creating it, like he's instigating this.
Yeah.
And then they just become like him.
Like he opens his stage of you guys look like you're the rowdy bunch. This guy's gonna yell at me
It's like
soon.
he's trying to bait people to dunk on them, but the dunks aren't even that hard. Like they're just
It's a numbers game. He gets
Yes.
3 people yell out a set. You get one of them that's clippable.
yes.
You perform every night. Do 2 sets.
And that Carl Porter has more of those slow-mo things. He did another one the other day.
I did a video where he's talking about Messi, Messi, and then he's like, as he goes, goal.
Literally, man. It's like the same thing. He just does it for soccer.
And I'm like, it's like 200 comments. I'm like, he made it, baby. But that's the thing, man.
There's more to it. There's more to
I know, absolutely.
So much
Because
longevity.
you can be good for 6 months, and then shit will cool down. Like I'm in a cooling phase right now.
Oh, you're cooling off.
Big time cool phase.
Oh, what's that all about? Tell us.
A month of not really posting on the motherfucking out there in Fringe. Because my spirit was fucked.
Spirit.
I couldn't do it, Captain. I couldn't.
Your
But,
spirit had been broken. Wow.
I just could, like, buddy, the way I was living, I was telling you.
Have you been holding your girl's hand a lot more?
Like out here?
Yeah.
Not really.
Well, you should. It'll make you feel better.
I'm more at home most of the time. I don't hold her hand at home.
Nah, that's weird.
It's
You don't do that? You don't show affection?
No, I am so bad with that. You don't realize how, like, militant you were raised.
Yeah.
Until, like, you're in a relationship and you're complaining about it to, like, regular people. Like, I was telling someone, like, bro, she wants hugs every day. And he goes, what's wrong with that? I'm
Yeah,
like,
you okay?
Yeah, no. Yeah, hugs every day is cool. Yeah, it's cool. And then I'm like, I got hugged. Like, I'm remembering the hugs of my life. You know
Yeah,
what I
man.
mean?
Is it hard for you to let go and give a hug every day?
No, I just don't like
Wow.
thinking like it's a requirement. In my mind, you are weak because you need it, but that's only because of my fucked up.
Well, you might want to add it to the
Upbringing.
regiment, Private.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, that's why boot camp was so easy for me. I was like, this is a break from home, man.
Dude,
Fuck.
I'm affectionate as all hell. My fiance is the same to you.
That's beautiful.
Less. She wants
Yeah.
less.
Yeah, I love that. It's
There's
a flip.
that dynamic always exists. You can't have two. They'd never leave the house.
Yeah.
If you have two affectionate people, they'll stink.
No, for me, I'm
B.O.
lacking it big time. But you got to figure that shit out before you have kids. I don't want to be like, what, you want a hug, fag? Like, you can't be that guy.
Are you
know?
confessing you're going to go to therapy for us?
Nah, I'll just figure it out
Imagine
on
you gonna
stage.
go talk
I'll
to
just
a guy?
figure it out on stage.
Imagine
Just do
every
a good
week-
hug bit, and at the end, I'll need a hug or some shit like that.
Every week you go talk to some like lady.
I really do feel like doing my act on stage is like the closest and I've tried therapy a bunch of times. Just
I think you
they're
should
all
just
Zoom, and I don't like it. I don't like Zoom therapy.
get in the fucking office.
The guy's always looking at me and then looks down at the clock on his fucking laptop. Always.
I feel like you got
Stop
an
looking
easy
down,
measure
motherfucker.
for your progress. If you're like, I wanted a hug today. That you should write that down.
No. I give her like she gets hugs, but in my mind it's
I was gonna
like
say I give her
if she go,
dick.
yeah, she goes pipe. I piped that fucking bitch. Like Jesus.
Wow.
No, but she gets hugs. But just in my mind, it's like if you don't get a hug,
No, but
that's a
she
bad
gets
day.
hugs.
That's a bad day. Where it's like I just see how she was like, her mom shows her affection and hugs her and like all this type of shit. And I'm
What do
just
you like? You like a nice cold handshake or what's going on?
No, I actually don't like minimal contact.
My boss just wants the numbers.
Yeah. Just bounce on my dick.
Oh, I love it. Just an empty soul.
Just
But the
shattered
dog,
from a young
though,
age.
you love the contact with the dog.
I love the fucking dog.
Yeah.
The dog is like
because there's
a
no
ball
other
of love.
Yeah, there's no other conversation.
There's nothing. There's no like.
You're
There's
allowing-
nothing. There's no alternative agenda. There's no like. I don't know. You said that yesterday. You've been weird. Like, why'd you look at me? Why didn't you laugh at that thing? Or
Yeah.
why'd you talk shit about? There's none of that. There's none of that baggage.
You're good on the reciprocation of affection as long as there's no communication from the entity. Yeah. All right.
Zero communication.
Wow, I like that. That's cold.
Yeah,
You would do
I'm
great
very
in
cold.
prison.
I'm very cold, bro. I'm trying to warm up.
Dude, in prison, you might even have a few
You know what
members to
sucks?
follow
I'm
you.
so cold, but I constantly sweat. I'm in a fucked up place.
That's a weird spot.
It's a cold sweat.
So let me...
Homie needs it. I always like, I do some shit. My girl's like, she's like, you need it there. I'm like, I'm waiting on the team to be assembled. They're putting together a team for me.
I got a question here. So where
Talk to
do
me.
you stand on the old cuddle? Where are you on the old cuddle?
I like a cuddle.
Okay, how
Yeah,
long?
in bed.
You got what?
Yeah.
Where else?
Yeah. I like on the couch. I don't like it on the couch.
Oh, you don't even fuck with that at all?
If it's after sex, cuddles are great.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Cuddles are amazing. I'm not
Wait,
talking about just
second?
the 5 minutes after sex, like the 3 hours after sex.
Okay.
I'm like, it doesn't matter where I am. We can
How long
cuddle.
is that sex? Like, what's that thing you hit on the fucking thing? It goes. Ding.
Metronome? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
that's what. How long you
Metronome
got
is
that?
like,
Yeah, metronome is
It's a tuning stick. You go,
tuning
ding.
fork.
Yeah, you hit
you're
that.
thinking of stereotypical
Yours
Asian
vibrates 4
sounds.
hours.
Doing.
Yours vibrates 4 hours.
As far as the window of cuddling?
Yeah, like that's a little big window. 3
Yeah.
hour window after?
Yeah.
So you're telling me you can have sex 2 hours later, cuddle, and you're like, thank God we fucked a while ago.
After I have sex, I have the sensibilities of someone that was raised in a warm household.
Oh, you change your demeanor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You converse different?
You can tell
You change what you say?
I've not had sex by the general. No. Like I'm like, just like, oh, if
You start speaking French all of a sudden?
like, you know what's weird for me is if anyone puts their hand on the back of my neck
Okay.
or the top of my head, there's something about like good boy type shit.
So
Something
you-
that I instinctively like. I have a reflex.
You don't even get caressed? She doesn't even caress you?
No, I mean, she might do that, but if she's looking at me in the eye and doing that, that's fine. But if you come up behind me and I'm working on something and be like, what are you working on? Or like, what are you working on? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like that.
Oh my God.
But after sex, and it's like,
Touch the back of the head.
yeah, well, yeah, my balls are empty. What am I going to do?
You're literally a
I got
dog.
got my neck touched. What are you going to do, right?
What are we going to do?
Yeah.
That's fine.
A little bit on edge, obviously. This goes without saying, but...
I mean, you at the computer
but
or
I
you
did
after
not
sex?
have pre-sex.
Yeah, pre-sex you feel a little tense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But...
You're just sitting on the computer with like stress.
No, we were not in a household where there was like fucking warmth at all.
Oh, wow.
Like my whole life. You know what I mean?
Not an affectionate
No, military style
Yeah.
household.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it actually made the military very simple and very like.
So you
Oh,
just
this
made
is
your
so
money
simple.
and you called it a day.
With the military?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Military.
So nice. So you're basically at home in the military, not making any money, and you're like, I could just go do this for some cash.
Yeah, buddy. Like I just fucking wanted the money.
You
And I
ever
was
miss
like,
shooting a gun off?
Nah, I did it so much.
You
And
would-
anytime we go to the States,
You shoot
I'm
it.
in a shooting range.
Yeah. Why is
Yeah.
that? Why is that?
Because it's fun.
I see you
ever
as a
been to
guy
shooting
carrying
range?
a pistol.
No, never. I'm not that guy. You see me with a holster? I'm that
Yeah,
guy.
you could be a
right?
fucking cowboy, dude.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
I better be all these SWAT auditions. I'm
You on a
doing.
ranch? I can see you on a ranch.
Buddy, oh my God, how annoying is this? I was I had a SWAT audition in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And I set my camera up and everything. They're like,
Oh,
you're on at your time is fucking 11 a.m. my time. And I'm in this shirt and I was like, I kept doing push-ups because I wanted to pump.
Yeah.
It's like 2 lines, but I want it to look like it.
Get that blood.
But I'm waiting for 20 minutes. Every couple minutes, I'm doing push-ups. They go, we have you in at 12. I'm like, you guys told me 11. They're like, okay, we're gonna get you in soon. So for 40 minutes,
They made you in.
I'm just
course.
like, I'm just doing push-ups, waiting on looking at the thing to see if they're gonna let you into the fucking room.
Yeah.
I'm just doing push-ups like, fuck my life. I hate these fucking people. Man.
Did you look fantastic or what?
Yeah, but I didn't get the thing. I thought I nailed it. I
Yeah.
thought I nailed it.
Dude, I was in the gym today.
It was 2 lines. They took so long with everyone else. They're like, Steve, you're slotted, or you're cute. You're next.
Dude, I just went up
Mike-
against a Steve myself.
Mike, you're cute. They all had like a solid 5 minutes in there. For me, it was like 2 lines. He goes, yo, hey, where do you guys keep the sugar? And he goes, oh, Remy's supposed to have it. And then I go, he goes, oh, here, come. I go, thanks. You want any donuts? No. That's the whole thing. I do it once, and they're like, okay, but the guy that you're talking to, the audience thinks he's the perpetrator that you're actually looking for. So I'm like, oh, okay. So because you're supposed to say, hey, at the beginning. I was like, hey, where do you keep the sugar? But it's supposed to be like a, hey, where do you guys keep the sugar? Like type thing, because everyone thinks he got caught.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay. So then I do it like that, and like, all right, thanks. And the whole thing was like a minute.
They hated it.
It was 3 lines. How did I not? How was I so off? I had the pump. I set the angle up and everything. I had a cup of coffee. I was flexing the forearm. I was so in the zone of like trying to look the pump for the SWAT. I missed something big time.
Yeah, they hated you.
They hated me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's okay though.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's all gonna
You
work
would be
out.
a good doctor, a good cowboy. You see what
I'd be
happened
an
on
incredible
Yellowstone?
lawyer.
You see what happened on
I'd
Yellowstone?
be an incredible lawyer. I already see that coming. You know Jackie in Seinfeld? Type in Jackie.
No, I'd see you could be more serious too, for sure, as a lawyer.
Oh yeah, like
You
I'm
could be in
saying,
suits.
like very competent.
But did you see what happened with Yellowstone and Kevin Costner?
This guy right here, Jackie Childs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's easy.
but him was like, you said what? Who told you to put the cup in the newspaper? Nobody told you to put the cup in the newspaper. Like his fucking that high.
I love how they just have another black dude, just randomly.
Oh no, he's probably based on that.
But I'll say it for the 4th time. Do you know what happened with Kevin Costner in Yellowstone?
I do not.
So they pretty much broke the contract with him, and he's not doing more of the shows. Partly because I don't think he wants to work too much, but partly because there's something he didn't get paid on. So he's going to sue Yellowstone or the Paramount, basically. And I think we're getting a Matthew McConaughey little spin-off.
Oh no way! Just to fucking land the thing.
God damn it, he's born and bred for
What
that.
season is it?
It's in like 5 or 6.
It's weird when they
The
do
show
character
fell
changes.
off pretty hard, I will say.
Yeah.
Like after season 2 or 3, you're like, all right, it's the same.
Buddy, I just watched 2 seasons of Warrior. I can't even go back into a show. Watch Warrior. It's fucking
You told me this. You told me this.
Great. Have you watched it?
Warrior? No.
Yeah. Warrior 2019. Type that in.
Where's this streaming?
It's Showtime. So
Friggin' Crave.
Yeah. Buddy, it's really good. It's solid. And I just watched 2 seasons and I'm like, man, I fucking
We got a little subtitle action here. What is
Jamie
it?
told me to
What's
watch
going
it.
on?
And no, it's very inventive
Well,
the way
this
they do
guy's
it.
fire.
That guy's
This
a
guy.
beast.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
plays like Rock. Did you ever watch Naruto?
A little bit.
Like Rock Lee, like the
Okay.
sensei.
Yeah.
He's like that. They bushened up his eyebrows even more. He's a fucking badass.
Yeah.
But all the Chinese are coming to build the railway, and all the Irish are there. They're the working class. But the Chinese are coming. It's San Francisco, 1850, 1860.
Okay.
It opens with this guy coming out of a crate. He is essentially Bruce Lee. Think of it like that.
And he's
Whereas his
fighting dudes?
grandpa was British,
Okay.
so he speaks English, but he has to hide it. He's amazing. He's a fighter, and there's a bunch of amazing fighters. But the general premise is like there's a giant fight. The well-to-do white people in society, they want to use Chinese labor, but they're like, fuck the Chinese, they're ruining it, but they're the cheapest by far.
Yeah.
So they keep hiring
It's
them,
not even
and the
funny.
Irish are fucking mad. So the Irish
Start boxing.
they start not just boxing, they're doing like, the main Irish guy is such a badass too. Like he's sick. He's sick. They're like, the characters are fucking awesome.
The baddest ass dude of that.
No, keep going,
ever
keep going to the right. I'll tell you.
is,
Chow, that guy, Hoon Lee, he's fucking awesome too. He's like the merchant.
I'll give it a shot.
Did you ever watch Littlefinger in Game of Thrones?
Yes.
He is the Littlefinger of this
Ah.
show. Like playing all sides, cunning and smart.
The most badass,
That guy,
like,
Dean S. Jagger,
Irish
Dan Leary.
gypsy guy.
He's the head Irish. He's fucking bad motherfucker, bro.
have you ever seen
Big fan
Seven
of this
with Brad Pitt in it?
Yeah.
That's the baddest dude at the planet.
I don't even remember how it went.
There's a scene
That's
where they
with Will Smith?
No, he's like a gypsy or whatever, and he's drunk all the time. And this guy comes and he's like, "Oh, I'll fight you," but he kicks everyone's ass like bare knuckle boxing.
You're thinking about Drunken Master.
No, that's literally like Brad Pitt.
Oh, no, I've never seen this actually.
Oh wait, no, this is not it. I'm thinking of Son of a Bitch. Okay, wait. Type in the movie where Brad Pitt literally is like a bare knuckle boxer. It's
Fight
fucking
Club?
sick. No, it's something else. It's literally just like a scene.
Better Nakari Baksari? Shredded for Snatch?
Yeah, it's the Snatch. Yes.
Is it good?
Oh, you never seen it?
Never seen.
Oh my god, dude!
Very good.
You gotta watch Snatch.
Oh.
The scene in Snatch where
I
they
think I
come
have
to
seen
his like
this.
little fucking thing, like his trailer. It's sick. It's so good.
Brad Pitt's incredible, huh?
Oh, he's incredible. That will make you think
He's
of.
not just a face. You always think he's just a face.
Go to.
But he's actually fucking.
Go to YouTube. You don't have to play the sound and see if you could find that fight.
I think if Brad Pitt was like ugly, he would be just as like, he'd be like, not Steve Buscemi, but like, he'd be just as big. I think he's a fucking incredible actor. It's
Oh,
not just
yeah,
the
he
face,
was, yeah, he
but the
was.
face goes a long way.
What scene did you want?
You can
It
go
ain't
into the
hurting him.
I'll fight you. The I'll fight you one.
I'll
One
fight
down.
ya.
One down. You don't even got to do the sound.
Which one is that? I didn't see.
Right there. I'll fight you.
Oh.
I'll fight for it.
He is crazy. Have you ever watched 7 Years in Tibet?
I have not.
It's just him as this like climber dude
Yeah.
who climbs all these amazing
Just go to the part
mountains.
where all the views come. Yeah, there you go. God bless that. Porn started that a long time ago. Huh?
Yeah. What is that? What is that? What are you talking about?
It shows
Where all
the traffic
like a
of
heat map.
where people are there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No
you ever
kidding.
noticed that?
No, I didn't even know that. I'm just out here experiencing life.
It's just that's it.
That's it. Just one
Fucking
shot.
right.
One
I love
shot.
it. That's all you need, Playboy.
And
That's
the
all you
guy's
need.
like so much bigger than him, and the whole thing is set up to be this crazy fight, and he just knocks him out one shot.
Yeah. Warrior. Check out Warrior. It's got a great action, great story, great acting.
Do you like the movie?
I'm shocked no one talks
Speaking
about
of
it.
the action, do you like the movie The Equalizer?
I haven't watched any of them. It
So-
just seemed like such a franchise they're building with the likeness of Denzel that I was like, yeah. And he's an old guy, and it's like, I never watched any of them.
The first one's pretty good. The second one,
What is the premise? He kills people to equalize
Yeah.
something for something.
pretty much. He was an old operative dude in the CIA, and he's just high level
Gotcha.
assassin, and
Yeah.
he fucks shit up. And he
He's
like
top of his class.
the way his brain interprets, like he slows down time, and he's like, it's gonna take 18 seconds. Like he knows how long.
Yeah, it's like a boss when he goes to the airport. He like shows up, does everything
Yeah.
right to the exact
So
moment.
Equalizer.
So his Equalizer 3 where he misses his Delta flight?
Pretty much, and him just
All right,
stressing
then, yeah,
at the
fuck.
fucking cashier,
Yeah, fuck.
and he's like threatening her with a gun.
Sir, I promise you this will not help. Bitch, fucking
And then
book in the next flight.
he is
Get me
able
on
to
that
get
flight.
out of like police brutality because he's so well trained.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We're still doing the bit? Or I don't know.
Yeah,
Because
we're
I haven't
still-
seen it in the movies.
No, the movie's actually what kind of happens. I just saw the third one because it just came out. Didn't love it.
Yeah.
Although movie time started at 7:10, I thought I'd start at 7:30, so we were 20 minutes late. However, we only missed a little bit of the beginning, like the opening action scene. But it's a lot of like storytelling.
He's old, so it has to be.
But it's good. Like they give him the fucking shit where he looks badass enough because it's all hand to hand, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's mad camera
And
switch
it's
ups.
dark.
I love when it's mad.
Yeah.
The
I
second
hate
it
that.
goes,
I
it
hate
switches
that.
to
I hate-
it arriving.
I hate that.
And then it
Oh.
switches to the guy going like.
So
like-
because of that, they made it very gory.
okay,
Like
just
when
to
he
give you
kills somebody, like it looks wild.
the general gore level has gone up like tenfold since what's his name, John Wick. John Wick has
Legit,
like demanded crazy. You know what was amazing is that motherfucking. Did we talk about the? I went and watched the new Mission Impossible. I watched it in a theater where I was the only one in the theater.
Wow.
Because it was during the Fringe and everyone goes watches that.
Okay.
Great movie, man.
Yeah, it's
Tom
awesome.
Cruise doesn't miss stuff. That insane motherfucker. But like that first scene with the submarine. God, I love that scene.
Dude, how about the scene where I think this stunt was not as
Forget the stunts.
it
Just
doesn't
I'm
look
talking
as
about-
cool, but like when he jumps off the cliff.
Yeah, of course. But they used that on the trailer like over and over for years. I knew that was gonna happen.
But the fact that it's just like wild.
The fact
Yeah.
that it's still in the movie.
I love that they still had a fight on top of a train. We cannot.
That train shit
no
was wild,
one
too.
ever gets sick of a fight. I mean, I'm sick of it, but apparently the masses. Obviously, it tested well. Fight on top of a train. Imagine they fought in the train and people are like, I don't know.
That's a
Can you-
throwback to the first one.
Can you
fight the
put
train
it
in the
on
first
top? Yeah, I think they fought on the train like 4 times. I've seen 3 movies this year with fights on top of the train.
Not
and then
Mission
when the
Impossible.
tunnel comes, they have to drop.
one. When's
Right?
the last time you? And the thing that fucks you up with the train shit is there's like lights and shit they got to dodge as well.
Yeah.
You would die immediately. if
I
you
was
were on
thinking
top.
that thought. I'm like, he's literally the train's going this way, and
Yeah.
you're like,
No, you have no
you're like,
time.
you'd be dead. You'd be dead.
Have you seen all the Mission Impossibles?
I have.
Dude, the
The last
first
one's
one,
5
they
years ago.
literally bring in a helicopter in where the train goes.
It's not. The
tunnel.
first one's great.
The first one's incredible.
He's fucking hovering. I watched that in a movie recently. The sweat.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
The second one's a little bunky.
And then third one was great.
Third one, my brother actually shouts to my brother. He says, my brother Gus says that is his favorite one because that's Philip Seymour
It
Hoffman.
had the heart. Ooh, you can't replace Phil Seymour Hoffman.
Dude, he's
Rest
on
in
so
peace.
much heroin probably in that scene.
And that's why.
And he's
talks
killing
like
it.
This every movie.
He's
The
killing it.
master. Yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Capote.
That's
What
a good
beast.
dog name too, by the way.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
So
Imagine yelling for him.
We are gonna get a dog, me and the old lady.
Yeah.
And right after the wedding, but we are gonna name it either Sarah Jessica Parker. We like a 3 celebrity name,
That's annoying.
or Philip Seymour Hoffman. Philip Seymour Hoffman and Sarah
Philip
Jessica
Seymour.
Parker.
These are funny.
These are great names.
But like, Do you want to say the 3 names?
Oh, no.
I think
you
it's a
just
1 or
get-
2 syllable
You just
name.
get a whole plethora of options. So if you go with Sarah Jessica Parker,
Hoffman is great.
She was Sex in the City in the show. Her name's Carrie so you could literally call your dog Carrie, Sarah, Jessica, or Parker. You have 4 names. Same with Philip Seymour Hoffman. Whatever movie you like.
Seymour is great.
Seymour's are great. If you had a hound,
Skinner.
What's your favorite kind of dog?
Seymour Skinner. What's my favorite type of dog? My dog right here.
Subtract. I'm saying breed.
I'm not a big breed guy. Like I don't know all the breeds.
Yeah,
Like, I
you
want
might
that
need a
guy.
heart.
I like the Doberman, but they're like intense, and so I didn't get them. And then it turns out
Militant
my
dog.
dog is fucking intense as shit.
Dude, corgis.
So
I'm a
much
big
energy.
fan of corgis. What do you like?
I'm allergic to dogs.
Nigga, I'm black as fuck, bro. Yeah, that nigga got the rabies.
Okay,
Nigga, I got my shot. It's like the most. It set us back 40 years.
Are you set us back for
As long as they hiring, nigga. It's like what?
Are you allergic to melons?
Melons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Why did you go to melons?
Well, because I like fancy myself a honeydew. I love a honeydew melon.
I love a honeydew. Me too.
And
the
I prefer
melon
it
no
over
one likes.
cantaloupe.
The melon no one likes.
No.
Cantaloupe is great. Why are we even talking about these when we got
Because
the water?
he's
the
afraid
big
of the-
boy at the top.
Well, water's great, but he's afraid of dogs. It's
not afraid
called.
of dogs.
It's that's what you
Nah,
call an
I said
analogy.
that, yeah.
Imagine every time.
He ain't allergic.
Imagine every time Dante tells us he's allergic to something. He's like, he's afraid of fucking melons.
Yeah, it's a fact.
It's a
He's
fact.
like, that one's it's not an analogy. It's just a phobia. All right. They're this big. They're spotted. They shouldn't exist. It's like, oh god.
He's just afraid of the cantaloupes.
Man.
You're a cantaloupe guy? I think a lot of people are.
More so.
I'm on the other side here.
Honeydew green, cantaloupe
Honeydew,
yellowish
first
orange.
of all,
Right.
it's got a.
I'm just confirming.
Pardon me?
Cantaloupe yellow orangish. Honeydew green.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely cantaloupe over honeydew.
Oh yeah.
Even a great honeydew is like it just always tastes like filler. It's just filler
Filler in what regard?
in the literal sense of it is just the cheapest thing to add to a salad to give it color and volume. Filler.
See, I think in a general
Taking
rule
in
here
a bowl
is
of fruit,
if a melon
taking real estate for minimal cost.
Judge if I
filler.
may. Judge if I may. I think anytime a melon is unsatisfactory, its ripeness is called into question.
I cannot recall the events in question.
Yeah. Because I'm feeling like
before I
you're
die,
just
I
not
wanna
having
be-
a ripe honeydew melon.
Before I die, I want to be in court.
Okay.
And I'm asked a question, and I look at my lawyer, they nod, and I go, I cannot recall the events in question.
Would you like?
And then I look at them again, and they nod again.
I'd love to go on a Judge Judy thing, but where I
Not
have
a Judge Judy.
where
I'm
I have a
talking about real
legitimate, where I have the legit
Mathis.
case. I would go on Judge Judy if
Judge
I
what?
knew
Judge Mathis.
Yeah, Judge Mathis.
him too. I'd go there if I knew my case was rock solid, because then you could lean into it a little bit.
What's the upside of being on like televised court?
Oh, dude, you probably go viral.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, for all the wrong reasons.
No,
when you say
you
you are
gotta
not
ro-
the father and you do a backflip, that's when they go viral. You
Dude,
know?
I'm saying
He
if you get a
landed
rock
that
solid
shit.
case, if you're like, I got footage of this fucker, he owes me $4,000, and then they got like a bum tooth, you roast him. Come on.
Oh, you're just thinking about the bits. You realize you just go on stage
course.
every night.
Yeah.
Avoid this whole giant thing.
Yeah,
You're
but-
like, yeah, but it goes on 40
Judge
million
Mathis,
television.
dude.
Yo,
know-
did you Judge Judy's bailiff? Did you see that thing a
Yeah.
while back?
Killed his wife.
Killed his
right?
wife.
dude.
Yeah.
Did you see
And he's
the
always
clip
jacked
about
as
the
fuck.
guy that said he's married, he's not happy,
Yeah.
and then he
called
ends up
it
killing
out.
his wife?
Yeah,
he called it
absolutely.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's craziness.
Perfect.
Yeah,
it's just perfection.
Because the man knew.
It's perfection. I was thinking about a
Killing your
crime
wife?
the other day.
I
Not
was
killing
thinking
my
about
wife.
killing my wife.
No, just like a crime. The idea of getting away with a crime is so difficult because you think you're like they're gonna get you. Just the idea of doing something and like trying to get out of the country, they're gonna get you because here are people that spend all day getting people who have done something the first time, 2 times, 3 times, or
It's
career
hard, though,
criminals.
man. It's
They
hard
have
to get
seen
people.
every variable and every version of committing a crime and what the body and instincts tell you to do. Versus you doing it the first time, thinking, oh, like, I'll Google this, I'll learn that. You think you're going to be smart about it,
You
right?
always think you're the one that's gonna get
But
away.
they've seen 100 people try to be smart about it, and they know exactly what they do. They're gonna go all cash. They're gonna go to this.
Wow. They're waiting for
gonna
you at the
wear their
airport.
look for a guy with a hat holding it down. Follow the camera. Like they're
Couldn't-
gonna get you.
I couldn't disagree with you more. Have you ever seen Dexter, dude?
I can't wait till you commit a crime. He's just shackled up. Yeah, and
No,
that's
I
when
think
he
it's
took,
hard.
And
I
that's
think it's
when
hard,
he,
dude.
and that's when he rented a boat on the marina in Lakeshore.
So wait a
and
second.
with 4 garbage bags that
Are you thinking that
patrons
the
complained.
cops have a high rate of catching the criminals?
Buddy, I'm talking
Murderers
about
are getting away all the
crime.
time.
No, that's not true at all.
What do you mean?
They catch motherfuckers that want to be caught.
At what rate of success?
I don't know.
I don't think it's that high, dude. Why do you think it's
I
called the
think it
first
is high.
48?
But I don't watch every show. Everything is a show to this guy.
Dude, the first 48 hours
like,
of
buddy,
any crime scene is the most fragile time. If you don't get them in that time, it goes up like exponentially how more difficult it is.
And
That
when do
doesn't
you
mean
break
they
bad?
Don't get caught though. I think eventually
It's
they
an
get
anecdote
caught.
to let you know how difficult it is to catch a murderer.
Well, hey, it's just a Game of Thrones if you think about it.
What?
Hey, yeah, all I know is
Just a Game
catch
of
him or
Thrones.
not, it's just a third rock from the
Dude,
sun.
have you seen Night Stalker on Netflix? That was the scariest shit of all time. That guy
Simpsons.
literally going in the 70s and 80s, just going up to your back door, opening it. If it's open, you're dead.
That's the type of like unwarranted murder we all fear.
Yes.
That never really happens.
That's the
It's
in your cerebellum murder.
couple insane motherfuckers now who thank God have access to
And
social
he
media.
looked insane.
Those people are just online now, just creating fucking waves and responding and being nuts.
Look up this statistic in Canada. What is the success rate? And I don't feel like we don't have a lot of murderers. Yeah, how many murderers get caught per 10? Every out of 10.
I feel like they get most people.
How
man.
many murders do you think happen in Canada?
Like I'm saying, like things like a bank robbery. The amount of bank robberies that go unsolved.
okay, which
there's
crime?
literally like
which crimes are we talking? Because I think there's different tiers. Oh, look at these
murder?
charts and graphs.
murder. What's it called when it's like super high value and non-vehicle related? Because
I think-
those guys take it and they're gone overseas. That happens all the time.
Random crime has to be the hardest shit in the world.
Number of homicide victims, homicide rates.
Homicides.
Yeah, brother.
I guess we're
talking about
30 million
murder.
people. These are good numbers. No, it should all be 0. I'm so sorry.
These are pretty
Percentage change in homicide rates, but these don't show what they've like people they caught.
Yeah, I want to see pictures.
In Canada, how often do murderers get caught?
Imagine we unearth the stat. It's like
It's
actually
only like 10%. Like,
good
oh
to murder
fuck,
here, man. You should actually try murdering
Like,
here.
oh shit, you
Yeah.
know the numbers were that good.
I don't know if how high it is.
Someone talking to their friend. I wouldn't murder in the States. Me
This
personally,
represents
They
a
just-
7% increase.
CCTV and whatnot. The increase in the national number of homicides result in more victims in Alberta, of course, Nova Scotia. No, of course, Nova Scotia.
You know it's not good when you got this blue screen highlights here. You're like,
I wasn't
"Oh,
even reading. I was
God."
just going like, just so people think, wow, that guy reads quick. I'm fucking intaking none of it. In
Yeah, like
2020, 0.2.
just spitballing, no information, no background at all.
I pulled that out of my ass.
I think if 10 murders happen,
I'll admit that. There was no basis for anything I said.
but how many do you think get caught?
I guess you could say it's just
A Game of
Yellowstone.
out of 10 murders,
I already used that one.
out of 10 murders, how many do you think honestly get caught in Canada? Just speculate.
7 or 8, I would think.
I'm guessing about 2.5 men.
You got to
Oh shit!
You got to
Doing
hope.
it. Yeah.
7. is
Hope.
a lot.
The
Dude,
audacity
7.
of hope.
Think
We're
about
doing
this.
books now too.
Even if it is 7, that's still 3.
30% uncut. That's
Uncut.
most likely they're gonna get you. Oh, here we go. Homicide numbers.
Oh, what is this?
81%. 81% is
Of
a
what?
black figure, and 82%
Yeah.
is a female that's red. So
464,000 people estimated to have been victims of intentional homicide in 2021.
What the fuck?
So much.
Oh, in the world, yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
No,
that's
this is not Canada.
yeah.
Shebus.
Like, why would you put the whole world together? Like,
We're searching Canada. Google, figure it out.
are you putting Ukraine numbers in there? Like, are you?
Look at this,
there's
Abbas.
Nearly 40% chance you'll get away with murder in America, though. I'm talking about Canada, bro.
Dude, Canadians have less data.
That's actually not true at all.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, we're denser. We have more.
But it's
I don't
probably
know.
similar.
I
dude.
actually have no idea.
Actually, you're telling me it's harder. It's easier
The
to get away in
40%
Canada.
chance
You
you'll
go
get
to
away.
Yukon.
60% chance they'll get you. I think in
That's
Canada,
horrible.
just because of the lack of high level crimes that happen,
Yeah.
that all hands on deck fall on law enforcement when they do happen, right? So I'm thinking that it's going to be
Well-
higher than 60%,
Well-
which puts us back into the 70% zone.
1 second, let
and
me,
hey, at the end of the day, that's just that 70 show.
Let me help you out here. There was a couple, a very rich couple, murdered in their home. Toronto couple. They were like a pharmaceutical. Look this up. Pharmaceutical like
I want Dante to just say no one of these times.
conglomerate.
Yeah.
And they were murdered in the house. I'm pretty sure they don't know who did it.
Ooh, that was like a high level hit.
That's what I'm saying. You're
What's happened? We're talking about a 30%.
I'm telling you
unsolved.
that your information here
But that's-
is probably accurate.
A guy didn't just break in like rich people live here and fucking hit him and ran. That's not what happened.
No,
I
it's
think
high-level
they fucked someone over
They probably
on a financial level. They've been doing some dark world shit, and someone was like, "This needs to end either for vengeance or for just the cost of doing business."
This Sicario.
They went in the dark, all black. They walked there, no
John Wick
vehicle.
style.
John Wick,
John Wick.
cash, right? They did it with a knife.
Paid him in a gold
Boom.
coin.
I'm telling you, I'm
Tossed it
thinking
in the
out
fucking-
of 100 crimes, they maybe solve 55, 60%
Well, we just saw in America they solved 60%.
of murders.
I'm not talking about. We're talking about murders. I
No,
think we were
now
clearly
that we
talking
got
about-
now that we got the murder stat, now I'm thinking
No. Once you talk about everything else, petty crime, a break-in and
Well,
entry, a car getting stolen, these are way low level where it's just like.
But you said-
what is the cost of? I'm talking
Yes,
about
yes.
robbing a bank.
But you
murdering.
said at the top of this, you thought it was a bit more than 70. You thought it was closer to 100.
70 is just the number we're going with. It might be 80. It might be 90. Who knows?
I just don't see it.
It's 60 in America with their shit law enforcement spread all over the place.
Okay,
It's gonna be
out
higher
of
in Canada.
10 bank. How often does a bank robbery really fucking happen? When's the last time a bank? Check that out. When's the last time a bank legit got robbed?
All that happens all the time.
Come
I'm
on.
talking about where they go in and like as a team
What do you mean
and
it
do a
happens
heist.
all the time?
There's a heist and there's a bank.
Yeah,
robbery.
give me that. Give me a.
When was the last heist?
When's the last like legit real world heist? How many even
Maybe
have?
in like other countries.
In
they probably
Canada,
heist
type in-
more.
Yeah, I'm feeling like Brazil.
Of course, have you seen?
Brazil's got a
Have
per
you seen
capita.
heist in Spain?
No,
They love it.
I haven't. They love it.
They love it.
They love a good heist.
Buddy, everybody. I had a bit about everybody loves a heist as long as it's that one last job. I don't want to talk about a heist that we're doing a couple more.
Yeah,
I want it to be fucking. I'm out and you brought me back in because it's one last motherfucking job.
I might need to watch a heist movie today.
Buddy, Inside Man. That's the one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's such a good one.
A mysterious gold bullion robbery that remains a boss unsolved.
There you go. There's a couple of these. There's a couple of the unsolved one. Most of them
Dude, I'm
solved.
telling you, most of them ain't
Most of them
solved.
solved. The gold just seemed to vanish, a police officer told reporters at the time. That guy got
He's
a
in-
cut.
yeah, he's in
that
on
guy
it.
is in on
He's
it.
in on it.
It seemed
Vanish?
to vanish.
Come on.
Like, I hope he's being investigated.
Yeah. The word
Where were you?
vanish
Yeah.
is the most suspect shit I've ever heard in my life.
They're looking at his iMessages for sure. It seemed to
I
vanish.
feel like a lot of robberies would happen of the high scale in Canada. It seems like a fun.
Seems like a place to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
Chill.
do it in America, me personally.
Yeah, you
I think there's a lot more
More militant.
Yeah, there's a lot more room for like an organized thing doing well. Unless it involves the military or like national security. If it's national security, I think Canada we could break in and like get our secrets way easier than America. But as far as like getting a bank, I think that would actually be easier in America.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind even doing a legit business like myself in America.
Oh, proper corporation, like legitimate business.
Would
That's
you
the way
ever
to go.
own like a strip club? Do you think you could do that and have like a family? Like a 9 to 5, like treat it like a 9 to 5 and you just go home, you're like, hey,
I'm sure people do. I'm sure
coffee.
people do.
Like,
Especially
if
if they're
own
like
it, or are you managing the strip club? Because you can.
I think you
own,
just- I think you-
20%
it's part of your portfolio.
it's
Yeah,
part of your
exactly.
portfolio. I think you just own
I
it.
got cookie stores and coochie stores. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh,
Yeah. You're like,
you like that?
Yeah, I'm supporting young women's dreams.
Yes. I'm financing future lawyers and doctors.
I'm sure.
stripping to get my way through law school. Oh, is that right? Because you're blowing me right now.
I'm sure there's a lot more to it than
I'm blowing you to get through law school. God bless them. God bless those women.
they just throw up all over his.
Yeah. So sorry. I fucking the bar is tomorrow.
Sometimes you just need to.
Sometimes you just need to get a little.
I think I would
head.
like to own a laundromat. That's
I've
where
been
the
looking
money's
into
at.
that laundromat.
Looking into ownership?
Yeah.
You know, are you following those old Tokyo couple that? Have you seen that shit on social media?
No.
They did like a fashion show of all the discarded items they've accumulated.
Oh, I
since
see.
that.
I saw this.
Yeah, see, so your algorithms are already hitting you with these fairy tales and romantic
No, that has
stories
nothing to do
of
with
laundry.
the-
Yeah, it does. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that was
I
incredible.
just
That
want to
changed-
see. I just want to see the income from a beautiful laundromat in my life. You get a sack of coins every weekend.
No, yeah, because I used to like go to a laundromat when I was living in Hamilton. I'm like, this would be a nice business style. Like,
Fucking
just
right.
partially
You're still
owned.
going to laundromat. Just admit it, brother.
Dude, laundromat's an enjoyable experience.
It can be. It's usually not. It can be good though.
For a guy like you?
When I first moved to the city, I went to one, good Wi-Fi. They sold sandwiches, coffee, and everything was like on point. Always smells like linen, and after rain, ooh.
They should really be coffee shops with an option to...
I'm shocked when they don't sell coffee.
Yeah.
It shocks me. But then some of them are like super cheap. No one's really in there. And
Yeah,
it's
well,
like,
that's the one I would want to own.
those are sketchy because you got to be around them because motherfuckers just go in. Like the dryer's just unlocked.
He's right, though. Those are like... The reason they're not coffee shops is it's so much more overhead for those dudes.
Yeah.
Well, you need someone there. Like I don't ever go to laundromat. The ones who are just like, oh, self-serve, and there's really no one there.
Well,
Because then you got to be guarding your shit.
depends where you
Whereas the
live.
ones with the coffee shop, there's like kind of like a culture
built-in
there.
security.
Where you literally, I just leave for an hour, come back, switch my shit, leave for an hour, come back. I like that shit.
Yeah, when I first came to the city, the idea of meeting somebody in one of those settings was like the whole thing.
Yeah, this is why we're here, bro. We've all been watching Seinfeld and
Yeah,
shit. This is-
I'm like, hey, let me have a coffee and stare off into the distance. Maybe somebody will catch my attention.
Like I didn't really think about laundromats till Chappelle did the sketch. Everything's better in slow motion, and he's like in a laundromat. I'm like, oh shit, you go to a place to do your laundry. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because in London, Ontario, there's no laundromat.
No, I know. The first
Unless
time I
you're
had to
cracked out.
experience that, it was like a reality. I was like, oh no, is my life bad now? Did I...
You're like, no, this is the grind. I'm gonna do it.
This
I'm
is
gonna
real.
make it. This is real.
There's always that day you give that lady at the laundromat her like moment where you come in, you're like, I don't know how it works. And she's like,
follow me.
follow me, I got it.
And she kind of likes
Do
it.
you have a basket?
Yeah.
And you're like, a basket?
She's like, we got a couple over there. You're like, oh, thank you so
Laundry
much.
detergent's $1, and in 15 years it's going to be $3. It's crazy
Buddy,
rate
I
of
was
growth.
over there, Edinburgh, £3.20 to wash, £2.20 to dry. That's £6 for the cycle. That's $11 Canadian.
It's too much.
That's fucking crazy.
That's too much.
That's fucking crazy. And let's land on that bitch.
Hey, let's land on that.
Okay, let's land it. All right. You got Montreal come out September 14th. Me, Policicchio, we're coming out to
coming out.
the Improv Montreal September 14th. Go to abbaswahab.com. And then Toronto September 16th, 2 shows 7:30 and 10. And then Hamilton September 23rd, Winnipeg October 27th, Saskatoon with my boy Braden Lynch November 4th. What do you got, brother? All of them at abbaswahab.com.
Yeah, check me out. I'm going to share my link tree. I got a bunch of shows coming up. Big tour, Ontario tour coming.
Ooh, it's going to be announced. Look out for that. But that's it for another episode, number 21. 21.